Hello, and welcome to another broadcast with Gian. Watching this program, you are going to be inspired, challenged, and enlightened. Now, let me introduce to you our host, Gian.
I don't know if you are the kind of person that likes to see certain military action movies and you see some of the guys in the battlefield struggling, some are dying, and eventually you see in those scenes in that movie that there is one that is all beat up with injuries everywhere and perhaps being shot here and there and blood everywhere, and the guy apparently is dead. But suddenly in that scene you see this guy that moves a little, right? And then starts to move because he knows that there is a possibility that he can survive and get out of the situation. You know, particularly, I don't appreciate war. Naturally, I prefer peace. But war is part of life. And sometimes I like to enjoy those movies precisely when it's the case of somebody that is almost at the very end of his life and suddenly there is a possibility for him to make it and survive in life. You know, it is so interesting to me because it inspires me. It inspires me because the truth is that in life you will have tremendous difficulties and many obstacles, and then you have to overcome the emotions and the feelings of being defeated or alone, abandoned, without weapons or whatever, without resources, without anybody. Life presents those type of situations to everybody once in a while. So if you feel like right now you were abandoned in the battlefield, that even your team members, the soldiers of your team or family members or whatever, you feel that you were there, but you are still alive with a lot of injuries and probably shot, but you still have hope. All that I can tell you is you need to fight to survive. You have to fight to survive. You know what is interesting? Sometimes you see people that are so accomplished and you see them and happy with a nice family and making a good living and whatever, but you don't know their story. Quite often when you find out the story behind somebody that is doing so good, you will be surprised how many times that person needed to fight just to survive. Because in life, you will have your battles, my friend. And when you are in the middle of the battle and you feel that you are almost dead, you need to fight to survive just to get to the station when the nurses are, doctors are, medicine, food, water, where the people that care will help you to survive. Because if you are there with injuries and being shot and you don't move, naturally you're gonna die. So what you do? You will fight to survive. You need to fight to survive in this terrible health crisis. Fight. You need to fight to survive in these financial difficulties that we are experiencing in the world. Fight. If you need to fight to survive because things happen with your relationships and your marriage, fight. It doesn't matter what is the context. If you are in the midst of battles, fight to survive. You will see how God will help you. But you gotta set your mind to be willing to fight to survive. Don't give up.
By Gian Villatoro.
I know you have suffered, but what if you would have never met your mom because she died giving birth to you? That's the beginning of Simon's story. Then Simon's father died when he was only 15 years old. He was sent to a foster home where he was bullied, humiliated, and there was no one to protect him. But Simon decided to find a way to get his revenge by studying and becoming good at sports. He won a scholarship, and soon he started his own business, Simon's Yardwork. Mean people were envious of his success, but one day, Simon met and fell in love with Jackie. They were happy until the FBI arrested Simon due to clues that incriminated him with several murdered people. Will Simon end up in prison? Don't miss the outcome of this story, The Best Revenge, the musical that will inspire everyone to pay good for evil. Go to mygiancarlo.com to purchase The Best Revenge on audio and video.
Hey, 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 hey. That's all, folks. Time to go home. Ciao.